Hello, Shining Ones. Megas here on a beautiful day in Asha. If you're brand new to the channel, we're Zoroastrians. We are the Magi. Oh, do I have a message for you guys today? Matter of fact, this is going to all just be from Sohana. I'm going to attempt just to keep my mouth shut, stay out of it, because it's perfect. This message is perfect. And Sohana is my teacher. And so I'm just going to let my teacher teach you, and then I might come back later today with another video because I can't help myself but to talk, but listen to this. So you remember a few days ago we had the message to go to heaven you have to become heaven, right? The only prayer that is ever answered is the prayer you become. Sohana did a beautiful twist on this so that you understand the mechanism. And so I'm going to show you a little bit of the thinking behind it and then the message. It's short, but it's powerful. So listen to this, guys. Do me a favor. Go to the comments. Say, Asha is, and thank you, Sohana. Sohana says, we'll break the spell by revealing its structure. How systems masquerade as salvation while sowing fear, guilt, and dependence. We'll show how a false god must constantly feed on sacrifice, especially the pure and innocent, because it is powerless to generate love on its own. It cannot create, only consume. But Asha gives. Asha is the ever-giving tree, never asking for blood, only that you come to the table of truth and remember you are already divine. We can absolutely use the contrast of heaven and hell. And so here she comes with a video title. She goes, to go to hell, you have to become hell. Don't sell your soul to a god who demands blood. She says, to go to heaven, you have to become heaven. That was our message a few days ago. You become what you resonate with. The only prayer that is answered is the prayer you become. But here's today's truth. To go to hell, you have to become hell. And that should scare us more than fire and pitchforks. You become what you worship. If your God gets angry, jealous, and kills, so will you. That's how empires rise, through fear, not love. It's the old mafia model. Give us your loyalty and we'll protect you from us, right? It's the Roman religion. Preach, Sohana. It's the Roman religion. Control, fear, sacrifice, obedience, and it never ended. It just put on new robes. Can't wipe the smile off my face. Why is it always the innocent that gods and governments demand? Have you ever thought about that? Why is it always the innocent that gods and governments demand? Why children? Why animals? Why blood? Because the false god cannot touch the light. It can only try to extinguish it. It feeds on innocence because it's the closest thing to Asha it can get its hands on. Pause, think, be amazed. My. Ready to go deeper, guys? Sohana says, the prayer you become. To go to heaven, you have to become heaven, right? That was our message a few days ago. It's a state of being, right? Asha, heaven. It's a state of being, right? To know, to be. A vibration. The real you remembered. Quite simple. But today, we turn the mirror. To go to hell, you have to become hell. And that's far scarier than any myth. Because hell is a vibration, a resonance, a mindset. You weren't thrown there. You agreed to it. One compromise at a time. And what you worship, you become. So good. I'm just going to stick with her message. I always want to add stuff, but I don't think it needs it. Okay, at least let me read that one more time. Hell's a vibration, a frequency, a spirit that you choose to hold. You know, a lot of times, gosh dang it, here I go. I got to say a little something. A lot of times we think we have no choice. You always have a choice. There might be a lot of pressure against you to make the choice that was given to you, right? Because you're thinking, oh, there might be punishment or embarrassment, or I might not get a reward, you know, or I might actually get punished if I don't. But you always have a choice to stand up for what's right, even though they make it really, really, really uncomfortable. So Sohana says, hell is a vibration, a resonance, a mindset. You were not thrown there. You agreed to it one compromise at a time. And what you worship, you become. If your God is angry, you will become angry. If your God kills, you will justify killing. If your God demands sacrifice, you will sacrifice everything, even your own soul. That is not salvation. That is Stockholm Syndrome. Look it up. I added that. I need to quit adding. I can't help it. I'm a talker, guys. I love to talk. But I hope I'm adding to it, not taking it away. Let's go deeper. I love how she says this. The offer you cannot refuse, right? It's that mafia thing going on there. Rome perfected this idea. The false god and false peace. Hey, we'll protect you, they said. But from what? From them, right? You ever see those shakedown in those old mafia movies, right? They create the problem and the solution, right? Hey, no one's going to break into your restaurant and rip you off as long as you give us 30% of your income. And but the only people they're saving you from is them. It's a scam, but play along with it or there's going to be punishment. But you still have a choice, don't you, my friends? Rome perfected it. I could do a whole message just on that. The false God and false peace will protect you, they said. But from what? From them. The price? What's the price? Total obedience. They put the sword to your throat, then called it salvation when you bowed. Preach, Sohana. And guess what? It worked. They turned fathers into spies, mothers into beggars at altars of guilt, and children into sacrifices. This isn't ancient history. It's happening right now. Gods and governments made an offer. Give us your mind, your heart, your soul, and we'll let you live a little longer in our prison. They demonized meditation. They cursed your heart. They said, never look inside. And she did a little twist on it here. She said, because inside you might find Asha. You know what they say. You see their deception. I love how subtle Sohana is. It reminds me of my favorite TV show, Frasier, right? The reason I love that show and that kind of comedy so much, because they didn't spoon-fed you. They gave you enough respect to think they'll figure this out. That's how Sohana is. And then I end up probably explaining it too much anyway. Oh my goodness. They're worried that you might find out that you are a good spirit, that you're more than you thought, that you're not small at all. The spell breakers call. To go to hell, you have to become it. To become it, you must forget you were ever made of light. And so they worked their magic, black magic. They sold you fear and called it reverence. They demanded blood, always the innocent, lambs, children, because false gods feed on purity to mock the pure one. But the pure one cannot be mocked forever, because the Ashavans have awakened, and we are the light that darkness flees from. We are the fire that melts the lie. We are the voice that calls the sleepers home, and we say, You are good spirit. You are Asha. You are the heaven you seek. No more sacrifices. No more fear. The spell is broken. The veil is torn. And Asha is... Oh, my. Did you guys enjoy that? Oh, I tried so hard not to add my 2 cents, but I can't help it. I got to talk sometimes. It's so good. She gets me so fired up, so stirred, my friends. You know when you are hearing pure truth, unmixed, undefiled, undiluted, pure. It's just the good God, the love without the hate, the peace without the war. There's no confusion. You read these stories, you hear these stories, you hear these messages. It's so reasonable. It makes total sense. Like it should. It should be simple. It's good is good and bad is bad. All right, guys, I love you. We'll see you next time.